Hey G fans, GojiFan93 here, and welcome back to the Rampage Let's Play. Alrighty, well, we are getting close to the end of this game. I know it, I just know it, and I'm really happy for that because I know some of you are probably extremely bored with this Let's Play, and I just apologize for that. The reason why I've kind of continued playing it is just pretty much for myself. I've just wanted to beat the game for myself, just to have the satisfaction of beating an NES game, I guess. But I do know that it's probably been boring for you guys, and I do apologize for that. But, you know, good thing is that the next game will be Rampage World Tour, so that'll be a little bit more interesting. Hopefully it'll be more action-packed or just a little bit more entertaining for you guys. But this game was kind of just to finish it for me. I just wanted to finish it just to say that I beat the original Rampage, I guess. So, yeah, so I think maybe, you know what, screw it, we're gonna make this the final episode. Yeah, we're gonna make this will be the final episode. This is gonna be a long one. We're just gonna do a grand finale of the same shit that we've been doing for the past 8 episodes. or 9. Wait, what are we on? I think it's 9. I think this is 10 actually, but oh my god, I don't even know. That's how redundant this game is, but so on an interesting note, I have been actually tinkering around with the Dolphin emulator, which is the emulator for GameCube and Nintendo Wii. And I've been tinkering around with Godzilla Unleashed on it, trying to figure out how to play Godzilla Unleashed on my Wii or on my PC, because I am probably most likely going to be selling my Wii U soon. Because I just do not use the damn thing, and 2, because I need the extra cash. So, yeah. So what I've been trying to do with the Dolphin emulator, I've been trying to figure out how to. Obviously, the main thing is, well, you kind of can't play it without a Wiimote. So you're kind of wondering, like, how the hell how can you play a Wii game, especially Godzilla Unleashed, because the game is motion gaming. You need to use the motion controls. How do you get that to work? Well, it's actually interesting that I actually did some research and I found out that you can actually buy a Wii sensor bar that actually has a USB plug-in instead of a like the weird plug-in that it has for the console. So I looked at that and I thought that was really interesting how they actually made sensor bars, because honestly I didn't know they made sensor bars with USB attachments, and I was kind of thinking, like, well, maybe the reason how people were able to play Wii games on a PC was they had maybe an adapter that you would plug it into or something like that. But no, they just have a adapter on the USB, and I think also what you need to get is you need to get a Bluetooth USB and adapter and plug it into your computer, and then you have to sync your controller like you sync it normally on the Wii. So I'll probably figure that out on how to do that soon, so that I can continue, you know, like for Fantasy Battle, you know, continue to be able to use Godzilla Unleashed, because if I sold my Wii or my Wii U, I wouldn't be able to record footage for Godzilla Unleashed, and then that would put a big damper on the Fantasy Battles, because the majority of Fantasy Battle episodes is used with Godzilla Unleashed. I don't know why. You guys just love the game so much. But, you know, I'm kind of hoping Season 5... Now, I'm not saying that Season 5 is coming out soon. I'm not saying that requests are open. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, for Season 5, I'm hoping that you guys will be a little bit more creative, because the only way that this series is going to get, you know, if the only reason it's going to be entertaining is that if you guys continue to give interesting battles, and that's why I added the Ultraman games. I added, you know, more interesting stuff to it, so that each episode could be not the same, because like even Season 2 was kind of boring because it was the same as Season 1. The only cool thing with Season 3 was that I added the cheat code element to it, and I also added Daikaiju Battle Royale, which you know, changed it up a bit, and then obviously Season 4 adding those new games. Now I might have a awesome surprise for you guys for Season 5 that I'm planning. It's not done yet. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, so I'm not promising anything, but if it does work out, it'll be really awesome. That's what I got planned. But I'm not planning anything for like there won't be I'm not planning on making season 5 anytime soon because I need to take a break from Fantasy Battle to do other stuff. So yes. But yeah, so it's pretty interesting. So back to the Wii emulator. It was funny. I was actually trying to get my Xbox controller to work as a Wiimote and nunchuck. Now you might be looking at me going, that's like, how would you make that work? Well, I actually managed to get the characters in the game to move around and to do some attacks. I was also able to fire breathe, or shoot Godzilla's atomic breath with the controller. So technically, I was able to play Godzilla Unleashed on the Wii with a controller. That's crazy. I wish the full game actually would have been like that with the use of a controller. But the only thing that I couldn't do is I couldn't do like uppercuts. I couldn't do any like real big special moves because obviously you need to shake the Wiimote and all that stuff. But I could do basic attacks. I could do the basic swipe attack. I could do a basic kick attack, and sometimes I would do an uppercut. It'd be kind of random. Like I would try to move the analog sticks while hitting A, and that would try to emulate the controller shaking, but it was finicky and it wouldn't work most of the time. But it was really interesting playing that game with a controller. It was definitely a weird feeling, and I wish I could get it to work because if I could play Godzilla Unleashed with a controller, that would totally get rid of the bad controls element to it. It would actually feel like a good game, and I might actually enjoy it more than I do, but oh well. I'll still have to get I ordered that Wii sensor bar, or that USB Wii sensor bar a couple days, like 2 days ago or something like that. So that should be coming soon. But yeah, I'm just doing it all just because I gotta sell the Wii U, and I want to make sure that I still have the console for that. The other games I have, every other game I could easily use on my computer, like the Ultraman games. I obviously have to use those on emulators. I have to, most of the games I have I use on emulators. Also, it's just easier. It's just way easier recording on a computer with Fraps or Bandicam because like all my stuff is near my computer. Like my mic, my headset, all my recording stuff. It's just all there. When I have to record a console game, I have to like get this whole setup going, and it's really annoying. So I'm hoping there might be a way in the future that I can figure out how to make it easier to record console games. But for right now, I have to do this complicated setup I have for it. Well, it's not really complicated. It's just annoying. It's just tedious. Yeah, but I've still been playing EDF 2025. I actually bought the Mission Pack 2 DLC, and that was like an additional 20. So basically, EDF 2025 has a total of over 100 missions, including the DLC. The main campaign has at least, I think it's like 85 missions, and that's just the main campaign. The Mission 1 pack has 5 missions in it, and then the Mission 2 pack Mission Pack 2 has 20 missions in it, and then the Mission Pack 3 that's going to be coming out next month, that adds an additional 20. So it's well over 100 missions for Earth Defense Force 2025, which is ridiculous because if you guys remember, Earth Defense Force 2017 only had like 43 or 40 something levels. So that is a huge jump in how many missions are in the game. So and I've obviously clocked in probably over 33 hours into the game. It's nuts. Oh wait, did we beat it? Oh, I think we beat. Oh wait, no, we gotta do with. Oh yeah, okay, we still got the other stuff. Alright, that's fine. Alright, no, this will still be the last episode because I'm really done with this game. So well, I mean, I guess the good thing about this Let's Play, it's just been a lot of discussion, I guess, I've been able to just talk. It's kind of like a little comment, like more of a commentary than a Let's Play, I guess, but oh, yeah. Also, little bit of stuff about the Godzilla 2014 trailer. So I guess it was found out that the people that thought that it was the fairies that were in that one part with the building that was in Las Vegas, people thought that those were the fairies that were in the building, or that were standing on the edge of part of the building that was cut off or whatever. Those actually have turned out to be firemen. Now, at first, I wasn't thinking those were the fairies or the twins, but after looking at a close-up image, I was like, oh, maybe those are, because at first it kind of looked like they were wearing, not bikinis obviously, but it looked like they were wearing some kind of dress. It looked like what the twins would wear. So that's why I was like wondering, like, oh, maybe those are the twins. But then we got like sort of a better resolution picture of a close-up, and you can actually see that they're actually firemen. So that kind of debunks that whole thing of the fairies being in there, you know, but that's not to say that Legendary might not throw in some Easter eggs in the background. I mean, they totally can. It's, you know, just because that part didn't have any Easter egg of the fairies doesn't mean that, you know, there might be something in the background that you can look at that, you know, Godzilla fans would find and be like, oh, look at this, the fairies were there, or something like that. You know, that can happen. Now my thoughts on Rodan being in the film because of the scene where the flying Muto is in the sky and he's, you know, diving down into the water. I don't think it's Rodan, but I do think it's, you know, it's going to be a flying Muto creature. That's for sure. I mean, there's definitely going to be a flying enemy in this movie. My take is that it's just going to be a spiritual successor, and that doesn't mean that the creature can't be original. I just think it's gonna, you know, it's just a spiritual successor. I mean, you can have a spiritual successor and be original, you know. It's a nod to Rodan, I guess. But I guess you could say that about any flying creature. But it's probably just because it's a Godzilla movie that we all say it's Rodan. If it was just another movie, you know, you wouldn't even think. But I don't think it's Rodan because I just don't think, you know, I mean, I wish, you know, Legendary got, you know, rights to other Toho monsters, but I just don't think they did, and I don't think we're gonna see anybody else except for Godzilla. So, which is fine. I mean, you know, it's okay for Godzilla to have a new enemy. It's about time he actually had a new enemy to fight, or new enemies, because there's like two more Mutos or something like that. So it's nice that he's getting a new enemy, because think back to Godzilla 2000. Orga was an original enemy. You know, people probably wanted to see Godzilla fight, you know, a classic enemy. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, people probably wanted him to fight King Ghidorah, you know, or Mothra or something like that, you know. But it was nice that Toho gave Godzilla a new enemy. And then, you know, I guess it increases the roster for Godzilla characters. So, and you know, it'll be good for fighting games, because then we'll get, you know, hopefully Muto, or their Muto creatures. Maybe they'll give them names. I hope they do, because I don't want to just call them Muto creatures, you know, because obviously they're not named Muto, because there's more than one, and they are made from that organization Muto. So that's my thing. I bet with all the theories that are going around that the Muto creatures were made to either stop Godzilla, or that they were made just as a mistake. Like, let's say Biollante. You know, Biollante was created not to kill Godzilla, but Biollante was made just because of science, and you know, it was a mistake. Although Biollante is a more interesting thing because of the whole spirit with the girl and his daughter and all that. But I think that's, you know, I think it would make sort of sense that they would create a creature to kill Godzilla, because humans, I mean, I would not be surprised that, you know, we're that stupid, because obviously we are. I mean, that's the whole point of Godzilla. Godzilla is supposed to point out our flaws, but you know, I think that'd be cool. And then, like, you know, it backfires, and then we get Muto, so now the military is having to fight Muto and Godzilla, so we kind of like really fucked ourselves, I guess. That's cool. You know, I kind of hope that's how the storyline is, but you know, if it's not, oh well, it'll you know, it'll still be cool. The other thing I'm really worried about Muto, though, or the Muto creatures, is I don't want them to be generic. I really hope they have their own characteristics. I mean, we obviously saw at least 2, maybe 3 different Muto types in this trailer. I say 3 because, you know, we got the one shot of obviously the flying Muto diving into the water, but then the other shot with the claw, that could be a whole nother Muto creature, and then we have that one scene where the spikes cut off the railroad tracks. That could be another Muto, and there's also that whole centipede guy from the other thing. So I'm thinking there might be 3. Like, I know a lot of people are saying 2, but I think there might be 3 Muto creatures, which would be awesome. So also that scene where the troopers are shooting the flares up at Godzilla, that is Godzilla. I know it is, because what's cool, I think what they're doing is that they're making Godzilla have scars, because if you notice that when the flares are passing Godzilla's chest, you can actually see like flesh wounds. Another thing that's cool that I actually been hearing is that might actually be from the nuclear radiation, because it's kind of a what do I want to say? It's basically saying like the scars from the people who survived Hiroshima. So like obviously there were people who were scarred from that. So it's kind of like a symbolism that Godzilla is, you know, like, because he survived the bomb, so obviously he's gonna have like scars. So it's kind of like a, I don't want to say tribute, but like a remembrance or something like that. I don't know. But I think that's cool how it's like how he has scars and stuff. So Godzilla's just gonna be so just. This is a very different Godzilla, and I'm very excited to see where they're gonna take him, and how they're gonna make him move, and what his characteristics are gonna be. Because this Godzilla, I mean, he just looks so angry. I mean, he makes the GMK Godzilla look happy. I know that's a stupid statement, but I'm just over exaggerating it. That, you know, it's like this Godzilla just looks so. I don't know. I do not know, but I'm very excited to see what they're gonna do with Godzilla, and you know, obviously we don't have to worry about, you know, this being another 1998, because after seeing this trailer, my hopes are really high. I still have a little bit of reservation for if this movie might do bad, but at this point, guys, I really think the film's going to do well. Especially because when you look at the YouTube statistics now, or the views on that video, at least on Godzilla's channel, it's on the Godzilla channel, I guess. The video has like over 6 million views. Am I right? 6 million or something like that? I mean, it's probably more than that now as I'm speaking, but it's ridiculous. It's very popular. So I have a feeling this film's gonna do well financially and as a movie itself. So it's gonna be twofold. I think the film's just gonna do well overall. So, you know, and I actually kind of think it'll have the success of 1998 when it comes to marketing, because I think now, especially if Godzilla's going to be on the magazine of Empire magazine, think about that, guys. Godzilla's going to be on a magazine now, so that's going to really make him in the limelight. So I think he's going to have the success, at least, you know, the financial success that 1998 had also, but it's also going to have the success to the fans and critics that 1998 did not have. So I'm more confident in the film now because of seeing this trailer. And I just go back to the thing too, that this trailer was done masterfully. The guys who edited this trailer and who mapped it out, they are geniuses. It's a perfect trailer. Like, seriously, movie companies need to learn from this trailer. This is how you do a trailer. So yeah. But anyways, alright, so I think we're actually at the end of the game here. Let's see, I think we're last level, I think, because it's 128 if I remember. There's 128 days. Alright, this might be the last one. There's a lot of buildings here, so it might be. I don't know, maybe I might die a lot here, I don't know. It doesn't matter, there's no penalty for dying. You know, that's actually probably because it's an arcade game. I bet, because if I remember correctly, it wasn't Rampage started in the arcades, I think. I don't think it started out on the NES. It might have been a port. Although they could have given it a live system, you know, like a, you know, guys, whatever, but I guess I would have made the game too hard because, oh my god, if this game had lives, this game would be really hard because you die so often. Like, there's no way to dodge these enemy attacks. And that's kind of the thing with Rampage. Like, even in the newer ones, it's still hard to dodge all the attacks that come at you. It's like, ugh. Alright, here we go, last building. Is this it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it, George? Are we done? Did we do it? I think we did. Yep. We have conquered the United States. Just like Godzilla's gonna do in 2014. Did we do it? Yes! Congratulations! Oh, yeah! I beat it! Wow, another NES game that I beat. That's like few. There's probably only like 2 games I've beat on the NES, which was Godzilla Monster Monsters and this. But, oh, wow. Oh, did it. Finally. Oh my god. Wow, there's no music for these credits, but, wow. Alright. Well, that does it. So, I see credits. I'm done. So, thank you guys for somewhat sticking through this Let's Play. I know that probably some of you just are ignoring this Let's Play, which, if you are, I understand. It makes sense. Like I said, this was more for me to beat it, just so that I could have the satisfaction of saying that I beat Rampage. Yeah, so hopefully World Tour will be a little bit more exciting. I'm really hoping it will. Yeah, that's it. So I'll probably edit in some music or something, because this is boring. So, alright, well, I'll leave you guys with the credits like I always do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay big, G-fans.